is adorned with vibrant colors and explorer gear. Four eager reporters, Angelica, Princess, Mark, and Kyle, gather around a magical explorer map, ready for their educational journey.
Hola amigos! Welcome to our special expedition through lessons 9 and 10.
Today, we're diving into the heart of Lesson 9, exploring the mysterious realm of layout decisions.
Each decision in layout design is like a step on our adventure, leading us to the twists and turns of an efficient organization.
And just when you think you've mastered the layout, Lesson 10, Job Design and Work Management, takes us into uncharted territory.
It's a journey into the heart of productivity. But fear not, for we have this magical explorer map to guide us.
So, let the expedition begin. Lessons 9 and 10, ready for your challenges.
Welcome to the power of layout. Ever wondered why it is crucial for businesses to nail their layout game? Let's dive in. An effective layout is not just about where things go, it's about how they impact the bigger picture of a business. It influences everything from customer interaction to employee satisfaction and even the company's public image. Here's the takeaway. Your business layout is your silent business partner, shaping your strategy and efficiency of operations. Get it right and you're set for differentiation, cost efficiency, or swift responses to market changes. Remember, a well-thought-out layout is not just a design choice, it's a business strategy in physical form. Layout refers to the configuration of departments, work centers, and equipment with particular emphasis on movement of work through the system. There are different kinds of layout, but for this lesson, we will talk about the facility layout. Basically, ang layout is the arrangement and setup ng various components within an organization, including yung departments, work centers, and equipment needed kung saan ba sila dapat ilagay. May maayos na sistemang sinusunod to facilitate the flow or movement of work. In other words, layout means the most effective arrangement of the three M's: men, materials, work in process, and machines. The layout of an operation is concerned with the physical positioning of its people and facilities. So it's about optimizing the physical structure and placement para ma-ensure na smooth and efficient yung workflow. And that would make the workers more productive. A facility layout encompasses various processes aimed at optimizing the flow of materials, products, or tasks through different sections of the facility. As you can see sa photo, the layout design typically considers yung efficient movement of goods or work. From the receiving area, where incoming raw materials, components, or goods from suppliers are accepted and verified, up to the storage, wherein yung items received ay temporarily ilalagay muna dito, up to the production process or work area, wherein nandito yung various machines and work centers necessary para ma-transform yung raw materials into finished products. Nagkakaroon din dito ng quality checks and inspections para ma-ensure na yung products ay na-meet yung standards and specifications. Once products are manufactured or assembled, they are prepared for shipping. This involves yung packaging the products. Facilities layout decisions arise when, number 1, designing new facilities, or number 2, kailangan nilang mag-redesign ng existing facilities. Why is facilities layout important in operations management decision-making? Facilities layout is important in operations management decision-making due to these three reasons. Number 1, it requires substantial investments of money and effort. Yung designing or redesigning of facility layouts, it demands significant financial resources and effort, kaya yung decisions made regarding sa layout are critical kasi they represent a considerable allocation of financial resources. Number 2, it involves long-term commitments. Hindi naman pwedeng linggo-linggo nagpapalit ka ng layout, di ba? Kasi bukod sa magastos yun, it is also time-consuming and disruptive to operations. So it is essential to carefully plan the layout design and consider future needs and potential changes since it is a long-term commitment dapat. Number 3, it has significant impact on cost and efficiency of short-term operations. The layout directly influences the cost and efficiency ng day-to-day operations. Whatever type of layout you choose, gagastos ka talaga dyan. So that's why you need to make sure na yung cost is worth it and produce a well-designed layout that will enhance productivity and reduce operational costs. Since kapag poorly designed layout, it can lead to inefficiencies, increased costs, and operational bottlenecks. So why do we need layout planning? The most common reasons for redesign of layouts include inefficient operations, which is high cost and bottlenecks. So kapag na-realize mo na inefficient yung operations mo, mabagal masyado, of course, you have to do something, right? Baka you need to redesign the layout, make sure na it is a well thought out one. Since inefficient layout planning helps in reducing costs and eliminating bottlenecks by organizing work areas, equipment, and resources optimally, thus streamlining operations and preventing unnecessary expenses or delays. The next one is the accidents or safety hazards. Safety first is always the best to avoid accidents, right? So proper layout planning should ensure a safe work environment by organizing spaces, equipment, and processes to minimize safety risks and hazards, reducing the likelihood of accidents. The next one is the changes in the design of products or services. When the design of products or services changes, layout planning becomes crucial to adapt sa workspace accordingly, ensuring that the new design requirements can be accommodated effectively. The next one is the introduction of new products or services. So for the successful introduction of new products or services, the layout must be flexible and adaptable to accommodate the changes in production or service delivery, allowing for efficient implementation. The next one is the changes in the volume of output or mix of outputs. So businesses often face fluctuations sa output volume or variations in the types of products or services they offer. So proper layout planning enables a workspace that can be adjusted to meet changing demands, maintaining operational efficiency. The next one is the changes in methods or equipment. As new methods or technology are adopted or equipment is updated, a well-thought-out layout ensures smooth integration and utilization, improving overall operational efficiency. The next one is the changes in environmental or other legal requirements. So adopting the layout to meet legal or environmental standards is crucial. Proper planning ensures that the workspace aligns with regulations, avoiding potential penalties or disruptions in operations. And last but not the least, moral problems. A poorly designed layout can contribute to moral issues among employees, so effective layout planning should consider ergonomic and psychological factors, creating a comfortable and efficient workspace that can positively impact employee morale and well-being. Take note that a poor layout design can adversely affect system performance. What are the objectives of layout design? The basic objective of layout design is to ensure a smooth flow of work, materials, and information throughout the system. This means arranging work areas, equipment, and spaces in a way that promotes seamless movement of products or services and minimizes interruptions. The supporting objectives of layout design are the following. First, to facilitate product or service quality. Next, to use workers and space efficiently. To avoid bottlenecks or yung pag-slow down sa flow of work. To minimize material handling costs. To eliminate unnecessary movement of workers or material. To minimize production time or customer service time. And last but not the least, to design for safety. Now, let's discuss yung apat na basic layout types. Product layout, which is used for repetitive processing. Process layout, which is used for non-repetitive processing naman. Fixed position layout, and combination layout. A product layout is a specialized layout strategy that uses standardized processing operations to achieve a smooth, rapid, and high volume flow. This product layout is used for repetitive processing or continuous. This type of layout is best suited for businesses wherein yung production ay repetitive, continuous, and requires a standardized approach para ma-ensure ang smooth, rapid, and high-volume flow of work. As you can see in the photo from raw materials, may series of workstations na dinadaanan to accommodate high-volume production until na maging finished goods yung mga yon. Then, repeat the process to produce massive finished goods again. The product layout involves arranging activities in a line according to the sequence of operations that need to be performed to assemble a particular product. The flow of work is orderly and efficient, moving from one workstation to another down the assembly line until a finished product comes off the end of the line. Since the line is set up for one type of product, special machines can be purchased to match a product's specific processing requirements. Product layouts are suitable for mass production or repetitive operations in which demand is stable and volume is high. This type of layout ensures a consistent, standardized workflow, resulting in cost-effective and efficient operations. This layout approach has its upsides and downsides, and we will dive into both to understand it better. First, the product layout advantages. It has a high rate of output. Product layouts are designed for efficient, continuous flow, leading to a high production rate. Another advantage is the low unit cost. Due to the streamlined and efficient process, the cost per unit of the product tends to be lower. Next, labor specialization. Workers become specialized in a specific task, increasing expertise and efficiency in their assigned roles. Next, low material handling cost per unit. The layout minimizes the cost associated with moving materials between workstations, contributing to cost effectiveness. The next advantage is the high utilization of labor and equipment. Both labor and equipment are utilized efficiently, maximizing production capacity. However, it is important to note that this advantage is capital intensive in terms of labor and equipment requirements. The next one is established routing and scheduling. The layout allows for established and predictable routes and schedules. Routine accounting, purchasing, and inventory control. Standardized processes facilitate routine accounting, purchasing, and inventory control, contributing to smoother business operations. If we have advantages, of course, we'll also have disadvantages. So number 1, it creates dull, repetitive jobs. Employees may experience boredom and limited professional growth due to the repetitive nature of their tasks. Next, poorly skilled workers may not maintain equipment or quality of output. Inadequately skilled workers may struggle to maintain equipment, leading to potential declines in the quality of output. Next, fairly inflexible to changes in volume or product or process design. The layout may struggle to adapt to changes in production volume, alterations in product design, or modifications to the manufacturing process. Next, highly susceptible to shutdowns. The layout is more prone to shutdowns, which can disrupt production and create inefficiencies. Next, preventive maintenance capacity for quick repair and spare parts inventories are necessary expenses. Maintaining the layout's efficiency requires ongoing expenses for preventive maintenance, quick repairs, and the stocking of spare parts. Next, individual incentive plans are impractical. Due to the standardized and repetitive nature of tasks, implementing individual incentive plans may be impractical. The next basic layout type is the process layout, which is a non-repetitive processing. Process layouts is the type of layout that can handle varied processing requirements. Unlike product layouts, which are geared towards a specific standardized product or service, process layouts are more flexible and can adapt to different tasks, products, or services within the same facility. This type of layout groups together the workers or departments that perform similar tasks. Bawat department may kanya-kanyang trabaho and processes. So process layouts are often associated with non-repetitive or intermittent processing kasi they are designed to handle a variety of tasks or services with different processing requirements. A process layout is characteristic of intermittent operations, job shops, or batch production, which serve different customers with different needs. Process layouts are quite common in service environments. For example, hospitals, like yung mga malalaking hospital talaga, they have departments or other units that specifically handle dental specialties, obstetrics and gynecology, psychiatry and psychology services, radiology, surgery, etc. So each service has unique processing requirements. Also, the equipment in a process layout is arranged by type rather than by processing sequence. In sum, process layouts have both advantages and disadvantages. But first, let's dive into deeper the advantages. First, it can handle a variety of processing requirements. Process layouts are adaptable and capable of efficiently managing a wide range of processing requirements, accommodating diverse tasks within the same facility. Next, not particularly vulnerable to equipment failures. Unlike some layouts, process layouts are less susceptible to disruptions caused by equipment failures, contributing to greater operational stability. Next, general-purpose equipment is often less costly than specialized equipment used in product layouts. The use of general-purpose equipment in process layouts tends to be more economical compared to the specialized equipment required in product layouts, resulting in cost savings. Next, it is possible to use individual incentive plans, unlike the product layout na impractical, diba? So, process layouts allow for the implementation of individual incentive plans, providing a flexible approach to motivating and rewarding employees based on their individual contributions and performance. For the disadvantages, number 1, in-process inventory costs can be high. Process layouts may lead to high costs associated with in-process inventory due to the need to store materials at various stages of production, impacting overall operational expenses. Next, challenging routine and scheduling. The complexity of handling diverse processing requirements in process layouts can make routine and scheduling challenging, potentially leading to inefficiencies in production planning. Next, equipment utilization rates are low. The versatility of general-purpose equipment may result in lower equipment utilization rates as machines may not be consistently engaged in specialized tasks, potentially affecting overall efficiency. Next, material handling is slow and inefficient. The movement of materials between different workstations in a process layout can be slow and inefficient, leading to delays in production and increased material handling costs. Next, complexity is often reduced span of supervision. The intricacies involved in managing diverse processes may reduce the span of supervision, making it challenging for managers to oversee and coordinate operations effectively. Next, special attention for each product or customer. Process layouts may demand special attention for each product or customer due to the varied processing requirements, potentially increasing the complexity of production management. Next, accounting and purchasing are more involved. The diversity of processing requirements necessitates more intricate accounting and purchasing process, adding complexity to financial and procurement management within the organization. The next basic layout type is the fixed position layout. Fixed position layout. Layout in which the product or project remains stationary and workers, materials, and equipment are moved as needed. In a fixed position layout, the project or product remains stationary or hindi gumagalaw due to its size or complexity while workers, materials, and equipment are moved as needed. This layout is particularly suitable for large, immovable projects or products that are too complex or impractical to be moved during the production or construction process. An example of this is the Queen Mary II ship when under construction in France, as you can see in the slide. A large project like this must remain stationary and where workers and equipment must come to the site. Yung mga workers, materials, and equipment yung dinadala doon sa mismong production site since yung product or project ay nasa fixed position lang. It is too impractical na galawin mismo yung ship due to its size or complexity. Also, the workers called to the work site are highly skilled at performing the special tasks they are requested to do. Other examples of fixed position layouts are the construction of a building. Construction of a house. And building a bridge. The last basic layout type is the combination layout. Some operational environments use a combination of the three basic layout types, which is your product, process, or fixed position layout, and we call this a combination layout. Some examples sa gumagamit ng combination layout ay hospitals and shipyard. Hospitals deal with a wide range of services and tasks. Emergency situations require a different approach than routine checkups or administrative tasks. The combination layout in hospitals ensures efficiency in handling diverse needs. Patients have different needs and hospitals need to adapt. The combination layout allows hospitals to customize their spaces based on the urgency and nature of the medical services required. Another example of a combination layout is in shipyards. In a shipyard, building a big ship is the main deal, which is fixed position layout siya. But inside workshops where they make specific parts, it might be organized based on tasks or process layout. So it is a smart combo for efficient ship construction. Meanwhile, some organizations are moving away from process layouts in an effort to capture the benefits of product layouts. There are two notable approaches. Yung una is yung cellular manufacturing. Cellular manufacturing is like creating mini factories within a larger factory. It is a method of producing parts in areas known as cells. Cells organize similar workers and equipment close together. It reduces the need to move products or materials around the entire factory. It minimizes waiting time and makes the production process smoother. Meanwhile, a flexible manufacturing system is a group of machines designed to handle intermittent processing requirements and produce a variety of similar products. It is manufacturing setup that combines machines, computer control, automated material handling, and other technologies to efficiently produce a diverse products. For example ng cellular manufacturing, a cell could include a printing press, a lamination area, and die cutting next to each other. This way, products are produced from raw materials to finished goods all from one central location lang. This decreases waste and overproduction, and it improves communication and quality. Workers also cross-train so they can perform multiple tasks to help each other. It's a quicker, more efficient way to manufacture. Flexible manufacturing system is a specific manufacturing setup designed for flexibility and automation, and it is a component integrated into the broader computer-integrated manufacturing framework.
Computer integrating manufacturing connects and integrates various manufacturing activities through computer systems, and a flexible manufacturing system is one of the activities included in this integrated approach.
Hola 26, my name is Princess Diane Asa Chris and I am your second reporter. I hope you still have some energy to listen dahil mahaba-haba pa ang ating discussion for today. And by the way, kung minsan makikita nyo akong nakatingin sa aking kaliwa, it is because andito ang ating PowerPoint presentation. Without further ado, let's start with service layout. Okay, sabi rito, service layout is the design and arrangement of the physical resources and processes in a service facility to optimize the flow of customers and employees, maximize congestion, and maximize the efficiency and effectiveness of the service delivery process. Basically, sinasabi lang dito na ang service layout ay isang layout na ang focus ay kung paano magiging maayos yung proseso ng pagserbisyo sa ating mga customer para hindi hassle or mag-cause ng inconvenience sa part nila, pati na rin sa ating mga workers. And syempre, masatisfy sila sa services na pinoprovide natin. Okay? Next naman, we have 3 categories of service layout. Ito yung product, process, and fixed position layout. I believe na-discuss na to kanina ni Angge, which is yung ating previous reporter, pero i-discuss ko na lang din ulit ang kanilang main point. Okay? So, yung product layout, may sequence or order na sinusunod. Kumbaga, systematic tong layout na to. While yung process layout naman, dito may iba't ibang department na iba't iba rin yung function. Although meron silang interaction, minimal lang. For example, sa hospitals, di ba meron silang different departments depende sa kanilang specializations. And syempre, iba rin yung function kada department. Okay? And lastly, fixed position layout. Dito, si worker and equipments ang mag-a-adjust. Tapos, si customer, di kailangan gumalaw. Stationary lang. Best example nito yung mga home services, like home repair, ganon. Next, sa pagde-design ng service layout, we have some factors to consider. These are the degree of customer contact, which requires a layout that is designed to facilitate interaction between customers and employees. Second, degree of customization, which requires a layout that is flexible and adaptable. Para mas maintindihan, I have an example, which is yung salon. Di ba sa salon, meron niyang high degree of customer contact and customization. Kasi di ba pag pumupunta tayo sa salon, meron tayong personal preference or request na gagawa para syempre maganda yung maging outcome nung ipapagawa natin. So dapat si salon, flexible and adaptable yung layout nila kung saan ma-accommodate nila yung request natin, complete equipments, and as much as possible, di ganun katagal yung process. Okay? Next naman, Jollibee and other fast food chains. Dito, mababa lang yung degree ng customer contact and customization. Kasi kapag order ka, hindi ka naman magtatagal ng ilang oras sa counter para umorder, di ba? Kasi nga, mabilisan yung facing ng isang fast food chain. And hindi ka rin makakapag-request na wag lagyan ng mushroom yung burger steak mo kasi nga nasa recipe na nila yon. Kaya yung service layout nila is more efficient and less hassle. Yung customer mag-order na lang sila sa counter, tapos ipipick up din ulit sa ibang counter. And then this layout allows the restaurant to serve a large number of customers in a short period of time. Ano-ano naman yung common service layout natin? Unang-una na rito ay yung warehouse and storage layouts. Kadalasan pag ganito, nilalagay yung madalas binibili ng mga customer malapit sa cashier or malapit sa pinto para pag kailangan na ay madaling makukuha. Pangalawa naman, retail layout. For example, grocery stores layout. Yung mga dinadaanan ng mga customer, may mga paninda yan, syempre, para visible sa kanila at wala silang ma-miss out sa mga binibenta ng isang grocery store. Then after nila mamili ng mga bibilhin nila, bubungad naman sa kanila si cashier. Kahit nga sa cashier, di ba, merong mga paninda yan. And Pagkatapos nun, kadalasan, malapit na rin sa exit ang cashier para kapag pagkatapos nilang bumili ni customer, ay pwede na silang umuwi at malapit lang yung lalabasan. Third is office layout. In terms of office layout naman, ang magkakatabi ay yung magkaka-department. Tapos, yung boss or yung CEO nasa sulok or gitna ng mga department para mas accessible sa mga employees. Or pwede ring mababa yung walls ng kada tables ng employee para mas madali silang makapag-communicate sa isa't isa. If nanonood kayo ng mga K-drama na may mga poging CEO, I know napapansin niyo yung ganitong office layout. Number 4 is automation in services. Best example nito yung mga machine sa fast food restaurants. Doon, 'di ba? Doon na lang tayo umu-order, tapos doon na rin nagbabayad kapag card yung ipambabayad natin, and then sa cashier naman kapag cash. So mas convenient and less hassle sa part nating mga customer, pati na rin sa mga crew. For example, 'di ba yung sa Jollibee Santa Mesa merong ganong machine, if nakita nyo 'yon. So ayan, tapos na tayo sa first part ng report ko, and kung inaantok na kayo, baka sa ating next topic magising kayo dahil meron tayong computations. O 'di ba, math is everywhere talaga. And I suggest mag-ready kayo ng calcu, pati na rin yung sarili nyo para masundan and ma-appreciate nyo ang ating discussion maya-maya. Kanina, sabi natin, ang product layouts arrange resources in sequence so that the product can be made as efficient as possible. This type of layout is used in repetitive processing systems that produce a large number of volume of one standardized product. Pero paano nga ba tayo nagde-design ng product layout? May flowers ba? Makulay ba dapat? Siyempre, hindi. May mga steps tayong sinusunod na mamaya madidiscuss natin. Anyway, when designing a product layout, our objective is to decide on the sequence of tasks to be performed by each workstation. Ang tawag sa pagde-design na yon ay line balancing. Line balancing is the process of assigning tasks to workstations in such a way that the workstations have approximately equal time requirements. So dito, kailangan nating alamin yung order ng gawain at yung oras na nagugugol sa paggawa ng kada gawain. Kailangan din nating i-consider yung bilis ng production process as it will tell us how much time there is at each workstation to perform the assigned task. Siguro di nyo pa masyadong magigets, or kung nagigets nyo man medyo lang. Kasi nga, wala pa tayo sa computation part, pero we will get there. But before that, let us first know the importance of line balancing. Line balancing allows us to use labor and equipment more efficiently, and it allows us to avoid fairness issues that arise when one workstation must work harder than another. Kaya nga we assign tasks to workstations na hanggat maaari ay equal yung time requirements para naman hindi unfair sa iba. For you to have a better understanding with regards to the step of the line balancing na binanggit ko kanina, I provided a sample problem. The problem states that Olla Tinidores Pizza is planning to make box takeout versions of its famous pepperoni, sausage, and mushroom pizza. The pizzas will be made in a small assembly line. Tinidora has identified the tasks that need to be performed, the time requirement for each task, and each task's immediate predecessor. This information is shown in the table. So meron tayo ditong work element, its task description, predecessors, and the time in seconds to finish each task. Predecessor, ito yung mga bagay na kailangan muna nating gawin para magawa yung sunod na gawain. You can screenshot this para mabalikan niyo mamaya habang nagsosolve tayo. So ano nga ba ang step 1 in line balancing? Step 1, draft precedence diagram. Precedence diagram is a visual representation of the precedence relationships between tasks. Precedence is basically similar to predecessors. Precedence, inuuna mo yung mas importante. Predecessor, yung gawain kailangan mo nang gawin bago yung sunod na task. Anyway, tignan na lang natin yung diagram. Ayan. In the diagram, the circles represent the task and the arrows show the connections between them. Together, they show how tasks are connected. In the diagram, you can see that the first task that must be performed is task A. After A has been completed, B should be done. Next comes task C and then D. Pero after ng task D, pwede natin gawin yung alinman sa tatlo, E, F, and G. However, to be able to complete task A, we must have completed all the predecessors of H, which are A, F, and G. And finally, after all the tasks have been completed, task I can be performed. So, ang tanong, alin ang uunahin natin sa A, F, and G? Malalaman natin yan sa mga next steps pa. Ngayon, pumunta naman tayo sa step 2, which is to compute the cycle time using the desired output rate. Desired output rate is the number of units we wish to produce over a specific period of time, and cycle time naman is the maximum amount of each workstation. And cycle time naman is the maximum amount of time each workstation has to complete its assigned task. To compute the cycle time, we have to divide the operating time per day by the desired output rate. Sabi rito, suppose that the desired output rate is 480 units per day, and the line operates for 8 hours per day. How long is the cycle time? Sabi natin, i-divide yung operating time per day by the desired output rate, which will become 28,000 seconds per day, 28,800 seconds per day rather, divided by 480 units per day. Saan galing yung 28,800? Since ang unit natin ay seconds and ang given ay in hour, kailangan natin gawing seconds yan by multiplying 8 times 60 times 60. And the answer is 28,800. If in minutes naman, gawing minutes. Okay? Yung desired output rate ay hindi na babaguhin. Therefore, the cycle time or the maximum time each workstation has to finish the assigned task is 60 seconds per unit. Step 3. Determine the number of workstations required. To determine that, we have to compute for the n sub min or the theoretical minimum number of stations, which is the number of workstations needed on a line to achieve 100% efficiency. The formula is n sub min equals total task time divided by the cycle time. Sa table kanina, given na yung total task time which is 165 seconds. In case na hindi given, obviously, i-add nyo lang yung lahat ng task time kada task. And kaka-compute lang natin, cycle time is 60 seconds per unit. By dividing the two, we will get 2.75. But since wala namang kalahating station, round up lang natin ito into 3. Therefore, the number of workstations required is 3. Okay? I hope na a-absorb nyo pa yung pinagsasabi ko rito. Step 4, ito na. Assign tasks to workstations. We have some heuristics or intuitive rules to follow. Una, assign tasks in order of most following tasks. Ibig sabihin, mag-a-assign ng task depende sa kung alin yung may pinakamaraming kasunod na task. So basically, ito yung pinakaunang task natin. Pangalawa, assign task in order of longest time required. Self-explanatory kung alin yung pinakamatagal gawin. Number 2, assign tasks in order of greatest positional weight, the sum of each task time and times of all following tasks. So sa example natin, ang gagamitin natin ay yung first two rules, yung most following task and longest task time. Para makapag-assign ng task, kailangan yung cycle time and number of workstations, which is 60 seconds and 3 stations, and of course, itong table sa kanan. Sa second row, yung may rectangle, ang time remaining, which I call TR para mas mabilis, is 60 seconds. Ito yung cycle time natin. And then yung eligible is yung A kasi siya yung pinakauna sa precedence diagram. And then task A na rin yung i-assign natin kasi sabi sa rule number 1, assign task in order of most following task. Ang revised time remaining or RTR is 50 kasi based sa precedence diagram natin, 50 seconds yung allotted time para sa task A. Tapos, isubtract lang natin si RTR kay TR para makuha yung idle time, kaya naging 10. Idle time, ito yung mga time na wala pa silang ginagawa. Sa third row naman tayo. Yung idle time sa second row, yun yung magiging TR natin sa third row. Eligible si B since siya yung next kay A. Tapos i-assign na rin natin kay B na may 5 seconds, kaya 5 yung RTR natin. Then RTR minus TR to get the idle time, that would be 5. Kung mapapansin nyo, ang next kay B ay si C na may 25 seconds para magawa yung task. 5 seconds na lang yung natira sa cycle time natin. Pag ganyan, magne-next station na tayo. Okay? Again ha, when the cycle time has been used up at one station or no task can be assigned to the remaining time, start a new station. Same process lang din yung gagawin sa 4th and 5th row. Pero tignan natin yung 6th row. Marami ng eligible task. Ang gagawin natin, this time, i-apply naman natin yung second rule, which is to assign task in order of longest task time. Kasi hindi na applicable yung first rule dahil pare-pareho lang naman sila na H and I yung following task. Nagigets po ba? Thus, kay G natin i-assign kasi si G, ang task time niya ay 15 seconds compared kay E and F na 12 and 10 seconds lang. Then, ang RTR natin ay 15 seconds and ang idle time ay 5 seconds. Nagigets nyo kaya? I think magigets nyo naman, no? Sana. Next, now, step 5, measure the effectivity. In measuring effectiveness, we have to know what is efficiency and balance delay. Efficiency is the ratio of total product time divided by total time given as a percentage, and balance delay naman is the amount by which the line efficiency falls short of 100%. The formula of the two are efficiency is equal to the total task time divided by the number of workstations times cycle time, while balance delay is equal to 100% minus the efficiency rate. So we need 3 things here. Number 1, total task time. Number 2, cycle time. And 3, workstations. Just substitute the given and round off if necessary, and we will get an efficiency rate of 91.67% and a balance delay of 8.33%. Kung nakatingin kayo ngayon sa IM natin habang nakikinig, mapapansin yung iba yung formula na ginamit ko sa nakalagay sa IM. Ito kasing mga formulang ito ay based sa na-research ko na I think mas madali nating may a-apply sa sample problem natin. Pero if susundin naman natin yung IM, we will generate a similar answer din naman. Yan, ito yung nasa IM. Balance delay can be computed by dividing the idle time per cycle to the number of workstations times cycle time. And efficiency rate is the difference between 100% and the balance delay. So substitute lang ulit and same pa rin ang answer. Ang balance delay ay 8.33% and yung efficiency rate naman ay 9.67%. Bakit hindi 100 ang line efficiency? Kasi nga parang estimation lang naman ito to assign tasks that require equal time to workstations as much as possible para nga maiwasan yung fairness issue sa mga workstations. Ngayon naman, i-discuss natin yung designing process layout. Kanina ang dinesign natin is product layout. Ngayon, process layout. So when you design a process layout, the main issue is where you are going to place each department, and then you have to measure the effectiveness. If you want to make sure that you are minimizing your cost, distance, and time, which is the main objective of designing a process layout, you need to place resources close together based on the need for proximity. Kasi rito, as much as possible, we want na maikli lang yung travel time ng pagpunta sa isang department sa iba pang department para mas productive and efficient yung workflow. This is common sense kung iisipan, di ba? Kasi kung ikaw yung gagawa ng layout, pagtatabihin mo naman talaga yung mga departments na madalas mag-interact para mas madali. But, surprisingly, designing a process layout is not as common as you would think it is. May workplace na ba kayong napuntahan na yung layout makes no sense? Like, ba't kailangan ko pang umakyat ng 3 floors, tapos magpaikot-ikot sa 4th floor, tapos baba na naman ng 2 floors? Di ba parang nakakahilo naman yon? Kapag ganyan, yung nag-design ng process layout ay hindi consider yung actual process of the business. Or yung design ay hindi ganun ka-effective, kumbaga. Okay. Kaya when we are designing a process layout, we have to gather this information. Ilista natin lahat ng departments, alamin yung flow ng trabaho, distance ng kada department, pera na kailangang i-invest, ano-ano yung dapat pang ibang i-consider, and kung saan mo ilalagay yung mga utilities na kakailanganin. Another example para mas maintindihan. We have here the distance between locations and interdepartmental workflow, or kumbaga yung times na nag-i-interact yung mga department. Unahin natin yung distance. From location A to B, the distance is 20 meters. From A to C naman, 40 meters. And from B to C ay 30 meters. Okay? Next, sa interdepartmental naman, si Department 1 pumupunta sa Department 2 ng 30 times. Si 1 pumupunta naman kay 3 ng 170 times. And si 2 ay 100 times pumupunta sa Department 3. Okay? Ngayon, i-assign na natin kung saan ilalagay yung every department based sa workflow nila. We have to rank departments according to the highest workflow and rank locations according to shortest distance. So, importanteng tignan natin yung workflow kasi nga process layout ito. Sa sample, mataas ang workflow ng Department 1 and 3. Kaya sila dapat ang magkalapit na location. And that location is location A and B. Pero paano natin malalaman kung alin sa dalawang department yung ilalagay natin sa location A and alin sa dalawang department ang ilalagay natin sa location B? Tignan natin yung next highest workflow, which is yung Department 2 and 3. Kung mapapansin nyo, both Department 1 and 2 ay pumupunta sa Department 3. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, si 3 should be in between the two departments. Kaya naging ganito ang diagram natin, yung tinuturo ng arrow. Si Department 1 and 2, okay lang na medyo magkalayo kasi 30 times lang naman sila nag-i-interact sa isa't isa. Okay? Tapos si 3, ngayon nga, nasa gitna. Tapos, nasa gitna ni 1 and 2. Sana nagigets nyo, di ba? Next naman is the computation of transaction cost. Kasi nga, gusto natin ma-minimize to. Kasi ito yung goal ng process layout. Given that TC per distance or travel time is 2 pesos. Okay. First, let us compute for the total distance by getting the sum of all the products of multiplying workflows and distance. We will get a total of 7,600 meters. After nyan, pwede na nating makuha yung total transaction cost by multiplying the TD and TC per distance, which will give us a product of 15,200 pesos. Yan na yung minimum cost na makukuha natin based sa process layout na nabuo natin. And that would be the end of my report. I hope na ipaliwanag ko ng maayos and na-gets nyo, especially yung product and process layout. And again, my name is Princess Diane Sacres, your second reporter.